Ignore that calendar for a minute and take a look at these gardens in Denver, where spring has officially sprung. In addition to flowers beginning to emerge, insects are coming out as well. Not a great sign, according to Lisa Mason with the CSU Extension. In general, on March 3rd, should these animals be coming out? And it sounds like you're hearing reports that some of them are.
Yeah, it's been so warm that we do have a lot of insects that are already active.
She says it's unclear what impacts the early emergence will have, especially on insects that usually don't come out until April or May.
So without those cold temperatures, I don't know. We're not sure what will happen, but it's possible they could emerge early. We're seeing like European paper wasps already flying around. And then our solitary bees are well protected underground. So we don't know if they're going to emerge early or not. Based on soil temperature and moisture, we'll have to see when they emerge.
One concern, if they do come out early, would be the lack of food, right?
Lack of food, yes, especially for pollinators and insects that rely on nectar and pollen. Now, on other insects that prey on other insects might do okay, like those ladybugs. If the aphids are out early,
Sure.
there's going to be plenty of food for them.
Insects that rely on plants could be in trouble if the plants come out too early and get hit with a freeze.
The biggest risk is if we get a late spring freeze. Trees are not necessarily going to be adapted. If they're already blooming and ready for spring because of our warm weather, like a late spring freeze could hurt them. And really, that's going to be across the board for all of our plants.
And of course, typically March and April are our snowiest months here. So Lisa says most of these plants are fine dealing with some snow. It's that hard freeze that could impact them the most. She says days like today are great with all this moisture we got, but she recommends watering plants a bit more than usual because in the end, it could help those plants. It could also help the animals that rely on them. But guys, still just so many questions. These next 2 weeks will tell a lot about how these plants and insects do this year.
It really has been bizarre. Alex and I were just talking about, you had a ladybug land on you.
Wow.
My husband as well. I'm worried about all the insects.
Yeah, and it goes beyond that. I saw a garter snake in my garden yesterday, which is really unusual for the first week of March. So it's all of these kind of trickle-down effects of this warm winter, and everything's coming out a bit early. And if there's no hard freeze, Lisa says we'll probably be okay, because if the plants come out early and the insects come out early, they'll be fine because they have each other. But if you take one away,
Yikes.
That's where things start to get icky.
Will be unusual. Like Bianchi said, this is the warmest winter we've had in 92 years.
Yep.
You expect some, bizarre ripple effects from that.
Some impacts, yep. And this one is one that could extend, from big plants down to little plants, big animals down to little animals. So it'll be interesting to follow.
All right.